My game has crashed the last time, and so I have loaded the game back before the war has started. And I have decided to play this game a little bit differently. And I'm going to let the AI play a bit more and see just how it works out, just how the AI works. So far the AI did not work splendidly for me, and due to me being unable to win all the battles, I would think that we're of a very great chance of success, and that's just sort of a general opinion of things. In any case, I won't start war just yet. I will build up just a little bit further and just increase my forces a little bit more, and that's it, really. Alright, so a few settlements will be a bit more protected, and I can end the turn. Hopefully things like that will happen right here more often. They are sending one of their major armies away from the front line, and look at that, they have declared war on me themselves. How surprising. As if the war was already raging. As if they knew what was going on. In any case, it's gonna be crazy. Let's just find out how much. I probably wouldn't be able to win all the battles I want. That's not good. Here I won. I mean, that was just fabulous. Hopefully these kind of battles will be much more often. And that's it. Enemy raid right here. There are a lot of stuff going on without doubt. First of all, my navy. Let's see if my navy could win against them. So what's going to happen? We have won again. That's good. Workers right, Italia. But now they are just fine. And the enemy sailed north. So we're gonna go after them. They have sailed out of there. I'm gonna sail in here as well. Let's see what we can find here. A lot of notes. And they are in the port. Fine. This army can go in here, and they need to enter the ships, and from here I will attack the island, Cuba. Alright, that's what I want. More construction completed. As you can see, all of this construction is last level. And that's that. Now let's see how we can use the situation here. Now that we know that they are separating their forces, we surely can use this to our advantage. here 3 armies versus one of theirs, and we have won this. This army of mine will need to recover. In fact, all of these will need to recover, and let's approach them there. 2 armies versus 1. And let's see how this is gonna end. It's a victory for us. Good. And we're going to further invest in recovering. Also, without a doubt, new armies at this point will have to be established. Let's see. In fact, probably best to just build whatever. For as long as the new armies are coming out, we should be able to just send them straight into the front line, and in this way we should overwhelm our enemy. So from these 2 cities, or 4 cities, the armies will successfully march forward. Here the brigades need to occupy the ports. Here we have an army and a navy, so let's get them into the ships, and they need to attack the city. Let's demand for surrender. It looks like they will accept this. Good, I'm happy with that. Let's stay under these kind of terms and just kind of be very, very united. Seminary, happiness for Catholic population. That's very good, and this army should be able to attack them very, very effectively in the south. Now in here, let's take the city. They kind of abandoned Brussels. They'll ask it to surrender, and they will surrender this town. Oh shit! They caught us here. They did lost a bit, but definitely not enough. And I will approach them further. Alright, now let's assault, see what happens. 3 versus 2, we have gained the victory. Okay, probably everything's gonna be damaged here to a serious limit. Furthermore, here, let's attack them. Again, we've got some good superiority. And I want these to recover. And here we need to attack them. The more we're going to reduce them, the best. Alright, so as you can see, so far so good, very successfully. We are reducing their numbers. Another victory. And these are going to just simply march on Madrid, while the other ones will focus on recovery and recruitment. Alright, I like this kind of game. it's definitely different. And we have so many armies here to fight with. In this case, we'll just have to be a bit patient. Another battle to be fought in here, in Kazan. Let's take the settlement for ourselves. In fact, we'll ask them to surrender and be very polite with everybody. An army here to take Italy. They should agree. Done. Good. So our forces here are indeed taking shape, and we'll probably have to sail to Cagliari, Sardinia, and take it as well. On here we'll have two armies versus theirs. It's a victory. It's unclear if we could win this any further. Only one way to find out. Let's continue our assault. And it looks like this victory right here was a very decisive victory. And what we're gonna do here, we're just going to simply recover before we move any further. And then we will move further. Let's attack their navy. And what will come out of it? We have gained the victory. This navy here was raiding for a long time, and we are further raiding. And we're gaining 15,000. The base is 3,000 for other income, and the trade route was worth 15,000. So things are not looking bad. No armies were raised here to attack them into west, but there are hopes that this area right here, this West Mediterranean, would deal with them. In any case, our shock armies have successfully defeated Spanish armies in mainland Europe, and we have taken their holdings here in France, close to France itself. France is a secure garrison, and we are marching straight on Madrid. In Americas, the situation is much more complicated. However, hopefully with large numbers of native and other troops, types of regiments, we will be able to successfully defeat the Spanish. So now in Europe we are recovering, and in America the battle is just the beginning. In any case, there are future major victories that could be won. Here in Cuba they are launching a very desperate assault, and we have won this desperate assault. It looks like Spanish are retreating in Americas, and here they will be on the offensive, and they will be attacking all the towns they could, and we'll have to chase them and squeeze them in further. Army destroyed. A lot of information here. Enemy raids all over the place. Public servant dies. Workers on strike. Where? Naples. Fine. Let's kind of get them out of tax and get these guys recruited. Also, I want to get this army into Sardinia, where they will have to fight the people here, and we will take the settlement. Let's demand surrender. That's working so far splendidly, and we need the general here. Fine. Now we are hardly going to be beaten. Furthermore, we're going to approach the front line, and we are further going to recover before we engage any further. Alright. In here, a period of recovery as well. Also, don't need these really. However, they could try their luck and fight them. Let's see how they would do. A very equal chance, and they definitely did it. And gained the medal, I guess. In any case, looks to me we can attack the Spanish further. Let's move closer. And that's it. That's 4 armies. And let's see. All of these are engaged versus both of theirs. And they have been shredded. We have won a very, very significant victory in here. And new retraining quotas need to be issued. I can't turn these off for some reason. In any case, I can add other units to it. Alright, I'll have to wait. Now here the battle for Madrid. Let's go closer and siege it. 2 of their armies defending against 2 of ours. And let's fight this. It was a defeat. They have successfully defended their capital, and we'll just have to press on them further with what we've got. Okay, that's not too bad. We have a lot. And now this area. Let's untax them, give them some grenadiers, and we're going to approach them further. So grenadiers will be there to secure the position. Let's ask them to surrender and join the only other country in the known world. Alright, we have them, and we'll continue our conquest further. In here, our losses were reasonable, but not as high. Let's attack them again. This time we may do some serious damage, or we may lose. In any case, it doesn't look like we can win, and so I will retreat and hope to recover before further engagements will take place. So far so good. They did defend their homes, but in Madrid, but they lost other homes. And we're still here. Those 2 armies have been decimated, completely wiped out. The Spanish were very, very successful there in their assault. Good for them. They have the same religion as we do, Catholic. That's good. And it looks like the Spanish are further retreating into their own territories within the Americas. Army destroyed here. Path blocked, army destroyed. Heroic deaths. Workers' right and such. Nothing out of ordinary. We will just simply mass on the border. Anybody lacks a brigade? Surprisingly, no. None of these brigades, none of these armies lack a single brigade. And let's just send them to Paris to be trained into guards or something. These guys, I think it's time for them to move out of their safe positions here and help conquer Spain itself. The armies have recovered here. Let's approach this territory. First of all, we're just going to siege it. Now let's attack, and we will fight them in the city, and we'll kill them all. Otherwise they would be let out, and that's not what I want. Alright, so it looks like this army could go out. This one will stay in Tunis, and they will hold Tunis. Oh wow, that looks like another crash. But it wasn't another crash. That would have been surprising. In any case, things are not looking bad. Let's go to this region here. See what can be done. And it looks like they have been caught in our traps. They have left a considerable force behind, and we attacked them. We attacked them, and we have annihilated them. Also, this weekend, the army that they were supporting, oh wow, we can't intercept them. However, I can destroy them here. They will be supported though. We gained the victory. That's very, very good news. Very, very good news. And I can simply move forward on them. Another victory. It looks like they have no chance of winning this war. And so these armies here will just have to stay here, protecting against any unexpected enemy army movements, while the rest of my forces will just keep advancing. They have forces in those ships, so we'll build up here. Also, I would like to take those islands that they have, and I'm going to garrison this place, expand it, so we'll create a lot of jobs and such. Very, very profitable Cuba is indeed. And let's get into their territory here. Done. We're here, and that will be it. So far so good. We crushed the Spanish on many fronts. Here they will attack us. I will retreat because it's unclear if we would win this without numerical superiority. They have lost many armies by now, and we're attacking them on all fronts, on all sides, in all of their islands, almost at once. let's move into New Granada. Ask them to surrender. That's good. They did it. And we will raise a general here. That could keep everybody together. Also, we'll move into Panama and North. And that's probably what they're trying to fight here. Our forces in their south, that's probably why they're moving south themselves. In any case, we will definitely go chasing them. Let's get our forces together. I'm not seeing any of them. That's a bit weird. In any case, we didn't lost a single army there. Fine, let's move on to Europe. Now this force will move on Tripoli. Let's ask them to surrender. They would not surrender. And let's kill them off. They probably didn't want to surrender because there are too many native Africans here in the army. So they probably thought they would just slaughter them or something like that. In any case, we're winning battles and things are not looking bad. This navy will be used to transport troops into Gibraltar if that's necessary. And now we will be approaching onto Madrid further. And so it seems that we will be able to approach the battlefield. Bam! Let's see what we've got. We brought everything against them, and it was a victory. They have left the city, and will demand surrender. They will not surrender, and we will attack it with a combined force. Madrid has fallen, however Spain is still strong, and they are still in the world as a power. However, they most likely will not be a power for a very long time. Here in the island, we're going to kill off any guerrillas or enemy army troops that are still could make things complicated. And that's that. Let's demand surrender. They would not surrender, and so we'll take the settlement. They will fight us here on the sea again, and this time they have won the battle. But it doesn't mean much at all, because we have too many of our own troops in their native Spanish territory. However, I'm surprised that they are able to still operate without Madrid itself. Probably that's due to the fact that they have a lot of armies out there raised, and they're operational, and they can command without the Madrid, and probably almost independently. In any case, in Tunis things are not good. they are not feeling very happy. They are not content. In any case, I'm going to send reinforcements, and I'm going to raise a general, this guy, who is hopefully, and as you can see, he will be able to keep everybody at bay. There is a navy here. Let's get these troops into the navy, and we could sail them into Spain. Now our forces here are going to be much more significant, and our armies now will be able to fight individually against the Spanish forces present in this territory, and we'll just be able to easily break them down. Let's demand surrender. That's our policy. That worked splendidly. These are our troops that could be sent into enemy territory as well. And these, all of these will be moved up to the front line. Also, in Americas, we'll exempt these territories of tax. We're going to recruit garrisons, and my armies will march further. We're exempting them of tax only temporarily, and nothing to be concerned about. The Spanish shouldn't have that much income left with them anyway. Quite a bit of burning is left behind here after the war. In any case, it just shows how far the enemy has went. And let's see if there's anybody here. There is, and it looks like they're stacking up their forces here. And we are going after them. Alright. Let's just kind of not hurry. And we will stay there until all of my armies will be able to fight them on the battlefield. So that's going to be definitely the last battle, and the last major battle. That's what I want to see. Here they did manage to take the settlement, and I'm not sure if they have retreated further inland or if they decided to stand up and fight. Army destroyed. That's not good at all. It looks like I do have a navy here. We will send in grenadiers who will be tasked with retaking this town. It looks like it won't fall easily, though. Not yet. And that's it. Let's increase our garrison sizes through our settlements on the islands. This should be sufficient. Okay, it looks like we are a bit closer to other Spanish territories. And now we, with all of our forces, are approaching on the enemy here. Okay, it looks like we'll all be able to engage. Let's start this. 5 of our armies against 3 of theirs. So once again stand facing each other, but this time a lot more of their side have died before even the battle of the armies began. Let's ask them to surrender. They have accepted, and here we will once again regain strength, and we are going to just simply march forward on them. It's not all over. We have quite a few armies that could still reduce these. No, they won't all engage, but we have won. In any case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chase them. Alright, that's good. Let's take a look at Europe. In Europe, there are enemy forces present, and we are successfully blasting them away. Let's take Portugal. They would not surrender, then we will take it. And Spain is still operational without any holdings in Europe, but they still have forces here, so it's not completely lights out, so to speak. And we are just very well moving on to them. Good. Nothing to do there. Tunis is under control. Everything seems to be splendid, to say the least. How's the income? We're still making money. And here we are chasing now already battered Spanish armies, while our forces are still quite tough. I need to make sure my grenadiers take that island that the Spanish took from me when the time comes. The workers are on strike, but it's fine. It looks like they have already worked things out. Texas is under control. We won't even need an army there. Will you be able to beat the Spanish? It looks like you will be. And this force will be tasked with eliminating the last remaining Spanish. Alright, it looks like some of them are on the other side of the river. Now, I'm going towards Mexico itself with this army, and without a doubt, we should be able to take it. Workers are on strike elsewhere as well. Nothing much can be done about this one. In any case, it's fine. Now the Panama should be dealt with swiftly. They have surrendered. Good, and we are going to move forward to squeeze the remaining positions. Here we have taken that port and moving on to the last city where their presence is known in Spain. They are sinking our ships, but that's because I'm not taking attention to the navy at all. I'm just focusing on the final victor. And that's it. They attacked us here from the city itself, and we have won against them. Letters of demand from Spain itself. Alright, that's an interesting one. We have a full army here. And it could be due to the university. There's nothing to research here really, so we're going to tear it down. And we're going to make sure that our towns are properly looked after. And we will be waiting for enemy rebellion if such occurs. So we'll be ready for it. In any case, things are not looking bad at all. No, nothing to build here. They don't seem to be very happy. I'm going to tax the actual city here. I've decided to do it because I would gladly provoke that rebellion if only I could. And deal with all of those enemies. In fact, I'm going to send an additional army into Spain. This army, oh wow, that didn't work out as intended. In any case, that will be it for now. Let's ask them to surrender. They will surrender. I haven't moved them. In any case, they can't win over anything. It looks like they have been just completely lost. And the navymen know that without ports they won't be settling anywhere. So little will they gain from existing anyway. Rebellion in Portugal, so we will kill all of them. I'm kind of glad to see that they are actually rebelling. Let's take this for ourselves. And now this, we need to send it into the ships. Oh wow, something isn't kind of going right, and I'm not sure, so let's embark them to the ships. Alright, that's good. And now these troops can go and garrison. So it looks like previously I just moved the garrison in. Alright, so now we have our full might here present, and they shouldn't kind of be able to achieve anything now. And we have armies marching on the last enemy holdings. Let's beat them. We'll make sure they do not survive. And we'll just descend on the south. We'll make sure everybody is properly led, with the generals being present. And that's the last, or one of the last towns. They have lost the battle for this island. Good. It's ours, and that's it. I will issue a construction of a bunch of navies. So these won't be as tough. Some of these are going to be very tough. Heavy first rate, firepower 270, and when we'll have an army of those, things will definitely start to turn in our favor a lot quicker than anybody may think. And we're going to build these even here and here, just in case the war drags further. So we're occupying this Spain region with all of, if not, well, probably most of our armies in Europe, but all generally that we could afford to kind of bring in, that we're able to bring in. Okay, these are coming over, and they will be able to take that settlement without a doubt. In any case, there will be reinforcements coming. These marching one behind another. That's the rebellion, and it doesn't look nearly as intimidating as it may seem to them. However, they will make attacks on the towns here. So let's crush them. This army, led by a very, very good general. And it looks like we are going to chase them now. Okay. In here we are approaching Spanish settlement. It looks like there are more rebels in Americas. Oh wow, they are still present in Greece, something I haven't took notice of. Interesting. Let's take a look. So they were quite strong in here for some time, and they did in fact got their forces together there, and I will send reinforcements, and these reinforcements could be just enough to beat them. So it looks like this wasn't the only area where they held considerable forces. Alright, they have been defeated here. The navy needs to close, and gonna send these further towards Greece, where they will be landing, hopefully. They will be able to do that, and that's that. So it looks like that will not be the last battle of the war. Look at that, New Spain is here. A rebellion took place. We are going to squash this rebellion. This army will need to recover. And that's it. They are stacking their forces there. Let's see. Can we now merge the reinforcements from Tunis with over here? It looks like we can. However, we probably should not assault just yet. There are still more troops coming, and some of these need to recover. Also, we will siege the town here. It looks like they do hold an army, and it may take a bit of effort to beat them. And they have two armies there. In any case, that will be a major battle there. Building constructed. Here we are approaching them further. And I want to... Come on, no. I want to get my troops out here. Done. Okay. This army wasn't at its full strength, though, but it's fine. Let's have this battle in Greece. See how it would work out. No, I can't. This army won't move into their territory due to all that sailing. And that may be the last turn, though. We'll have 3 armies versus their 2. Okay, nobody's entering their territory. Now we are entering. And let's take the town. Why can't you do anything? I'm not sure. I want everybody to engage. Let's engage. It's reasonably equal, but we do hold like a slight advantage, and we have suffered a defeat. Oh wow, we have suffered a defeat, and this means that we'll need to construct additional forces. I'm going to recruit some grenadiers. They will not go out of them. In any case, these ones are stuck here. Hopefully they will be able to reach a safe location. And until the situation clears out, we'll siege them for a little bit. They will eventually be starved out. Look at that, they have attacked us, and now we managed to defend against them. However, very surprisingly, we've won a few battles. They will attack us, and we will win. So that settlement will fall, that means. Because now we will surround it with everything we've got. In any case, the situation in Greece is far more complicated than it may seem. In any case, our capacity to recruit in Athens, Greece is very good, very good. I want to get these out. I want to send this navy away. And what else could provide me with troops? Istanbul. I'm gonna get some line infantry here. And that may be it. Should we try to assault? Their forces are not nearly as strong. In any case, I'll try to break out. Let's see if we can win. And it looks like we will be able to, with a combined force, to break out of this siege. And here we are going to try and recover to a point. Another successful battle. It looks like they won't hold any more settlements in Americas. In here, on the other hand, things are slightly bit more complicated. I want to merge these forces. And out of these forces, we're going to create a couple of armies. And that is one additional full army, and this should amount to 3 armies. And we became the masters of the Americas now. Achievement brought unlocked for me. Alright, now next, this city has to be a bit built up. And further operations here. This army needs to go in. Let's siege them. They have been sieged. Surprisingly. Now you stay. And what can I say? It's a bit weird that we were able to siege them so easily. In any case, let's ask them to surrender. They wouldn't agree. That's the last settlement. And we are fully recovered and strengthened ourselves, and they didn't really recover it as well. So we have won against them in turn. And another nation has been destroyed. Spain. Done. And little does the diplomacy will do now that we hold everything. And we can keep everybody very happy with now our low tax policy, because we don't need to tax them heavily. We'll have plenty of money, and we can do one turn in a complete and absolute peace through the entire country, and that's it. I tell you, it's over.